All right, so I just got the Motif Luna and wanted to review this pump for you. I had never pumped on this pump before. I just pumped on it this morning to see what it would be like. It's a newer pump that's on the market and a lot of moms are asking about it, so I thought I'd give it a quick review. The Motif Luna basically has a similar motor and engine to the Spectra. And when you look at the parts for the Motif Luna, they're very similar parts. Almost identical solid one-piece flange, the same flange as you would see on the Spectra, same duckbill. The bottle nipple that comes with it is identical to the Spectra bottle, and as are the pieces. These are compatible to the Spectra. Now, the thing that is different on this compared to the Spectra, when you turn it on, the massage mode is a 60 cycle, whereas on the Spectra it starts in a 70 cycle. So this is a much softer, gentler massage mode than with the Spectra. When you turn it over into the actual expression mode, it has down to a 30 cycle, 34, 38, 42, and it maxes out at 46. So the Spectra goes down to a 38 and goes up to a 54. So the Spectra actually has a much faster cycle speed for actual expression. The suction level is the same. It goes up to a 12, pretty strong. So this pump does not have as fast of a cycle as the Spectra. So I know for me personally, I pumped on the Spectra for about a year, and I always had mine. I rotated between the 70 for stimulation and the 54 to actually move milk. So for me personally, this pump would not have done well for how I know my body triggers letdowns, because I needed mine at a much faster removal, more similar to how my baby actually feeds from the breast. This pump could work really well for someone who has a very fast or overactive letdown or very full supply or a really sensitive nipple. Some people with really sensitive nipples can get away with a lower cycle and still be able to empty and stimulate the breast well. So that's the major differences between the Motif Luna and some of the other pumps. Not a bad pump. I did try pumping on it this morning. I did pump on flanges that were different than I normally pump on. I normally pump on a 21. I pumped on the one that came in the box, the 24, and it didn't really stimulate me well. So I'm gonna try pumping on it again later with the correct size flange, but for right now, I'd probably give this pump a B+, A-. It may do well for some, but for others, because of that slower cycle, it may not trigger you as well. So there's my review of this pump. Happy pumping.